Joining us now is Senator Chris Murphy. He's a member of the Foreign Relations Committee. Senator Murphy, it's really nice to have you back with us tonight. Thank you for being here.
Sure, thanks for having me.
How valuable is the American bully pulpit on human rights issues? If you're saying that it's being squandered now, how much was it worth before we squandered it?
Well, if the United States isn't speaking out against people who are imprisoned for trying to engage in political action, if we aren't speaking out against leaders who are brutalizing their own civilian populations, if we aren't speaking out against presidents and prime ministers who engage in the repression of the free press, then who will? The United States historically has led the world in trying to stand up relatively new, sometimes unstable democracies. We have a very checkered history on this matter. Clearly, we have supported and to this day support some pretty brutal dictators. But this walk back from our historical leadership position on human rights is pretty stunning. It runs the gamut from these complimentary comments about President Duterte, who reports say has potentially endorsed the killing of 9,000 civilians without trial, to his support for the president of Egypt, who has jailed maybe 40,000 political opponents. All of this makes us sort of shrink as a nation from a position of moral leadership, but it also, ultimately endangers us because as we are seen as complicit in these killings, as we are seen backing up brutal dictators in Muslim countries, the folks that are organizing against us, they use this to try to recruit, and that puts us ultimately at risk.